Everybody. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Some technical difficulties. Busy internet. Hello and welcome to day 16 of our online yin yoga practice. It is snowing here in Blueberry, BC, so Yogi and Yodi will be joining us. They apologize in advance if they bark and scare the living bejesus out of us. As I continue to breathe, come into a comfortably seated position. Find your normal breath without stress, without pressure. As you continue to find your regular breath, extending the inhale, so you're pushing out the diaphragm, pushing down the diaphragm, expanding the rib cage, expanding the belly. Start to feel that flow, that wave of breath moving through the body. Today we are doing yin yoga. So the softer, gentle, more restorative practices where we hold for a little bit longer. But we will also be doing a little bit of pranayama, a little bit more pranayama today. Prana is the vital life force. And this is the first step of learning to control our pranayama. As you come into your breath, feeling the balloon in your belly, feeling the rib cage, begin to feel the thoracic, clavicular, the facial area, and really begin to expand your force field, your aura, that sense of presence in your body, your personal space, of which we all have so much of these days. Just start to feel where that expands and where you lose your connection with that space. So continuing to just breathe. Keeping this level of breath, we'll begin to move by stretching out the shoulders, the arms, the neck area. This is very important when we're doing breath work. So inhaling, arms up, shoulders down, eyes at the elbows open, fingers spreading, palms reaching upward, facing upward, tips of the fingers touching, and slowly palms facing downwards. Return. With every breath, we move. So as we inhale, our body moves up. And we want to come into these positions in the beginning just to get that union with the body and the breath. And with every exhale, the body moves down. So slow your body, slow your rhythm, slow your movements. Last one coming up. And as we exhale down, let's come halfway, palms facing forward, stretching out the fingers. So this pressure in the fingers, that's how they should always be. We're going to come into a little hug. Left arm on top, reaching for the opposite shoulder, squeezing, and then you can even walk your fingers back as far as they can go. And inhaling, open, opposite side. So right hand on top. Walking the fingers as far as they will go, feeling a bit of stretch and inhaling open. Again, arms forward, left on top. We're going to come into Garudasana, our eagle arm, so a bit of a twist. If this is where you're comfortable, stay here. Imagine someone's pulling this hand and pulling that hand simultaneously, and then they loop together, trying to find the palms facing each other. Inhaling, arms up, and exhale, rounding the spine, nice forward back, tucking the chin into the chest, and hold this just for 1 or 2 deep breaths. On your next inhale, remember which arm is on top, out to the side, palms facing up, and as we exhale, contracting the body back in. And remembering again which is on top, switching sides, in my case, right on top, inhale, lifting, and exhale, rounding the back. And do what's available. Do what's comfortable. Listen to your body. Your body is your teacher. I am your mere guide. Inhaling, arms out to the side. Keep your strap nearby, taking the strap into the left hand, lifting the left, dropping the right, and we'll begin to connect the two together. So if this is where you are comfortable, that's fine. You can keep a nice wide stance. Otherwise, begin to walk the fingers together, playing with them a little bit. And if you don't need the strap, of course, you can connect your hands, dropping both shoulders down, breathing deeply. And when you're ready, inhale to the opposite side. So keeping the strap now in your right hand and coming up. One deep breath here. And exhaling down again, arms out to the side, palms facing upwards. We'll do one more shoulder stretch and breath. Inhaling, lock the hands into the elbows, make a little picture frame for yourself. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are drinking down the spine. And as we exhale, folding to the left, just with the upper body. Keep the lower body exactly where it is. And opposite side, feel the heat. Feel how quickly the body changes. We're so responsive. Inhaling up. Let's have left fingers to the right temple. Right arm down. Tent the fingers or flatten the palms. And opposite side. Slow, steady, comfortable movements. Pressing the fingers into the temple. And inhaling up. And exhaling all the way down. Interlace the fingers behind your spine. Begin to lift them. Where you lift, where you stop, that's your edge. That's a wonderful place to be. And exhale forward with a nice straight back. Again, once you find your edge, let the head roll down, chin into the chest. And we'll hold this for 5 deep breaths. Not our first yin pose, but it is our first forward bend. If you do feel dizzy or lightheaded or nauseous at any time, come out of whatever position you're in and come into a child's position with your middle of the forehead grounded into the mat. And when you're ready, inhaling, lift, fingers release, palms press down, fingers pointing towards our toes, and inhaling, lift. If you feel like pushing up a little higher, you're absolutely welcome, but also focus on stretching out the front of the ankles here, stretching out the shoulders, and exhaling down. Very good. Now, we're going to come into our first yin position, but before we do that, we will do our first pranayama breathing. We've done it before, Shodhinama Pranayama, which is alternative nostril breath. If you've done it already or you know how, please go ahead and begin. If it's your first time, we want to have a balanced nostril breath. This helps to balance not only the energies in the bodies, but also the hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to take the right hand, folding it in. Right thumb will come on the outside of the right nostril. Inhale completely through the left, close the left, open the right, and exhale right. And then inhale right, close right, open left, exhale left. And you follow that sequence. Obviously, that is too fast. Follow your own breath. We'll do this for 2 minutes. So breathing deeply. Closing, opening, and releasing. Continue to follow your breath for just a moment. As I realize Continue to breathe very deeply. Interest technology. Trying to lengthen every breath, lengthen every cycle. Closing and coming to finish your last full cycle. And when you're ready, release. Now, of course, if you're sick, there may be blockage. Try to work through it. The other reason why I did want to do more focus on pranayama today is simply with the global pandemic situation. It is a respiratory ailment. Now, I make no claims, obviously, but learning to breathe deeply and naturally in our current state will, of course, create that deep, relaxed position and condition for if we do have any ailments come towards us. So let's come into our first yin position. Keep the left heel in, left knee bent, turning the body towards the bent left leg. And we'll come into our first prana and yin poses. So inhaling, arm up. Exhale, lengthen both arms out, hands reaching for the foot, the ankle, the shin, the knee, wherever they comfortably find themselves. We're going to hold this position for 1 minute. So as you hold, we're reaching up, looking just past the first finger or the second finger. Those 3 different movements, lifting, feeling lighter, opening, being pushed back, and rounding over only if you feel very comfortable and stable in the rest of your body. That's 30 seconds here, 30 more to go. Feel the body releasing. Take the seat of the observer. Just let the body fall down. That is 1 minute. On your next exhale, let's round the torso forward, flatten the spine towards the long lengthening leg, and exhale, forward fold. And again, we'll stay here for 1 minute. With every breath, again, feel the wave, feel the space creation. Taking another few breaths here. And on your next inhale, lifting arms up and out just as they were in the beginning. And let's come down, finding our butterfly position, and we'll come into our next pranayama, which is called Viloma Pranayama. And this is a breath which allows it extends the capacity of our breath. We're going to do 3 different things. The first one, we will breathe, inhale deeply, and as we exhale, we will exhale, hold, hold. almost like you're letting a balloon out. We should be holding for about 2 or 3 seconds, letting out for also about 2 or 3 seconds. We'll do 5 or 6 rounds like this. Again, follow your own breath, whatever's comfortable for you. So deep inhalation. And as you exhale through the nose, hold. Exhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Follow this same rhythm until your breath is completely relaxed and released. And again, deep inhale through your nose. And again, if you need to adjust your seating, feel free. Don't listen to me now. Keep your breathing. Exhale, 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Little bouts of release. Okay, breathing continuously, not holding the breath on either the full inhale or the full exhale. There are other practices like that. We will build up to them. We are getting into these little bit more intermediate practices. So again, if you feel that they are not comfortable, if they feel painful, please do stop. These are all taken from the series of Bihar School of Yoga, Asana, Pranayama, Mudra, Bandha, Pranayama, Pranavidya, and then of course the Swara Yoga. If you have not practiced breathing before, and you should be continuing, of course, as I speak, deep inhale, and slowly letting out the exhale. If you have not practiced breathing or pranayama before, you might feel lightheaded. You might feel nauseous. You might feel itching, tingling, heat, cold, feelings of lightness, heaviness. These are often common side effects associated with pranayama. Pranayama is a release of toxins. It is a detoxifying practice. So such experiences are generally temporary, but if they do continue, contact me, send me a message, let me know. Okay. You should not practice deep pranayama if you are sick, if you have any serious physical conditions or circulatory, respiratory conditions. Just listen to your body and follow. Good. Now let's go into another asana as we do the other side. So keeping the right leg in now, finishing your breath, finishing your cycle. Right heel nice and tight into the groin. Right side takes our focus, inhaling, arms up, shoulders down, tips of the fingers touching, and exhale, whether your elbow or your hand comes. We have those 3 different positions: lifting, opening, and lengthening down. We will hold this for 1 minute. So find your edge, find a place that's comfortable for you. Your edge is 70% approximately of your full capacity, and allow time, gravity, and stillness to work your body down. Continuing to breathe, lifting, feeling the gravity working on the body, feeling the resistance in your muscles. That might cause some discomfort. Work through that. Allow your mind to make the decision, not the sensation in your body. Another few deep breaths here. And as we exhale, let's drop that upper arm down, twisting the torso so that the belly is facing the top thigh. And exhale, coming down. relax. Again, another 1 minute in this position. You're relaxed but active, toes aiming backwards, heels moving away from you, back of the knees opening, flattening to the ground. And keep that side rib cage expanding. As we start to keep that deep breath, particularly in that elastic rib area, we feel great space, or the great potential for space to be created within the body. Continuing to breathe another few breaths here, coming up to 1 minute. And very gently, when you're ready, starting to roll up, arms, sun shining all the way up. And again, back to our butterfly position. We'll keep the soles of the feet together. And if the sitting is challenging, use the wall, use a pillow, use a block, use anything to bring comfort and balance into the body. Now we will do the second round of Viloma Pranayama, which is a breath extension practice. And this time we will do the staircase, if you will, on the inhale. So as we inhale, again, little bursts of about 2 or 3 seconds. Inhale, hold, inhale, hold, inhale, hold. I will demonstrate for you. So when you're ready, exhaling completely. And when you find the top of your breath, exhale completely. Soft, smooth flow. And again, follow your breath. Inhaling. And you can visualize it's a staircase. That is often the mental picture that is used in this practice. Follow along your breath. Again, 5 or 6 rounds. Make sure that you are not holding. Make sure you're not jumping. If you do feel that you are really jumping to get that next breath of air, start to take maybe smaller gasps, smaller pockets, and that will start to smooth out that jaggedy rhythm. Following for another few breaths. Wonderful. Now come back to your regular breath. We're going to do both together now. So let's bring the feet into a diamond. So extending just a little bit. They were in our butterfly. Just lengthen the legs out. So the soles are still facing each other, but you start to feel a little bit of a different stretch in the knees, opening of the hips, and a little bit lower down the legs, down the thighs. Now here, we're going to do both. And